This is one of the tidiest Landcruisers I've ever come across. The owner just got back from a large interstate trip, and as you can see, it is absolutely covered inside and outside with red dirt. So on this episode, it's our job to clean it up and get it looking its usual best. The owner of this vehicle uses it as an ultimate daily and tow vehicle for his many project cars. He keeps it in very good condition, and it is by far one of my favourite Landcruisers that I know of. Due to the citron-shaped bollard that I have inside the workshop, we're doing things a little bit differently, and because I'm working outside and still working in a wet area, I'm starting with the interior when the ground is still dry. And as you can see, the vacuuming of the red dirt is super satisfying. It was quite pleasant being able to vacuum a car at standing height rather than being on my knees, given how high and lifted this car is. For the heavier soil trim pieces, I used a stiff bristled detailing brush and orange agent to lift the grime away. On the more delicate surfaces and leather surfaces, I used a softer bristled brush and Bowden's Leather Love to ensure that the delicate surfaces don't get damaged or stripped of their natural oils, but a nice clean surface is achieved. Here is a nice 50-50 to show just how effective Leather Love is at removing all the oils and grime that get stuck to leather seats. really good tip I have for cleaning air vents and tight spaces is to actually use a cotton earbud. You can get them relatively cheap, just as long as you get a good brand as opposed to the cheap home brands, because they can be a little bit tough. They hurt your ears, they also can scratch plastic trims. As always, I start the exterior with the wheels and tyres, and one of my favourite things about doing big four-wheel drives is the fact that they have massive tread tyres, either mud tyres like this one or all-terrains, and when I spray the APC over them, I love watching the tyres just turn brown as all of that gunk and dirt just oozes off the tyre. Here's something that I don't get to do too often either, and that's cleaning the underside of a chassis rail on a four-wheel drive and watching, again, that red dirt just ooze off the rail. If you've ever wondered how my short ass cleans the roofs of bigger vehicles and lifted four-wheel drives, you're about to see now. I have to climb up onto the tyre. It's the only way. In fact, this car was so tall that I couldn't even clean the bonnet without jumping up onto the front tyre. apologies for blocking much of the camera here. I was doing a little test patch underneath the exhaust pipe to see if the metal polish would react the way I wanted it to, in a place where it's not super obvious or not visible to the naked eye. Once I was satisfied that the results were what I wanted them to be, I then went around and did the rest of the exhaust pipe like I normally would, and you can see that footage here. If you've made it this far, I hope you enjoyed the transformation and the removal of all the red dirt that New South Wales has to offer. It was definitely a fun one for me, and if you enjoyed it just as much as I did, please consider subscribing to the channel, like the video, comment, let me know if you hated it, loved it, and until the next video, goodbye.